beautiful butterflies. Welcome back to another video. It's your girl Christina Butterfly, and y'all, let me ask y'all a question. I'm really wondering this because growing up, I really feel like I've seen most people in my life just not. Hello, y'all, my beautiful butterflies. Welcome back to another video. It's your girl Christina Butterfly. Your butterflies, squad up, y'all. Squad up. So listen, I want to talk to y'all about something. Like, I really have this question. I really want to know desperately. Are you living in your purpose? I ask myself this question often because that's what I strive to do, is to live in my purpose. I had my reading done some years ago, and the woman told me that not only am I living in my purpose, but I'm on a mission. And everybody in life doesn't have a mission, but everyone has a purpose. And so I started to feel like, was I more focused on the mission that I'm supposed to be on, or am I living in my purpose? So growing up, I've watched people around me that I've known are magnificent geniuses. I have a brother that's one of the most best music producers I've ever heard of. But it's something innately in him that's not allowing him to live up to where he's supposed to be. And when it's all said and done, it's based around fear. And it's more so based on fear of failure. But it really makes me think, like, how many of us are choosing to wake up every day and live in a purpose? See, I think I'm so passionate about it because my parents, both of them, lived in their purpose. To the day my father died, my mother is still here and still walking in her purpose. My mother is a caregiver, and as long as I've known her, that's what she was. She either was teaching when I was a little girl, and she does pre-K, early development, like that's her favorite. Like, she likes to either get you ready for kindergarten or have you in kindergarten and get you ready for first grade. Or she did home health aid, and I'm talking about, like, her clients loved her. Like, she is a woman of service. Like, that's who she is, and she's been that way my whole life. And I'm 42 years old. 40, Jesus. I might look it. 46 years old. You feel me? My mom told me a story of when she was pregnant with me. They had to stay with my grandfather, and my grandfather didn't really have a lot of respect for my father because my father was a chef. And see, my grandfather, he used to lay the pipes in the ground, and he felt like, my father needed to get a grown man job, like a real job. Like, how you gonna take care of a wife and a family by just being a chef? And my father stand on what he believed in. And my mom says that my grandfather put them out the house while she was pregnant with me with a gun in his hand, y'all. And he ain't pick it up and point it at nobody. But he was making it very clear, because let's keep it clear, my dad wasn't no little dude, okay? My dad was 6'5", a good 350, okay? And yeah, he was also a black belt in martial arts. So, and at that time, he wasn't 350. At that time, he was, because I seen a picture of my dad when I was younger. My dad was maybe about 250. That's still pretty, you know what I mean? Listen, my grandfather was like, yeah, you getting out of here one way or another. Y'all, listen, I really truly believe that watching my parents live in a purpose gave me a mindset of that's what I got to live. I never could have a 9-to-5, a job. I couldn't stay anywhere that I didn't have any fulfillment. I just not wired that way. I used to envy people who had the capability of just working at a job because I need to work at a job. I need to make money. I ain't about to be broke. And in concept, that makes sense. I could physically, mentally, emotionally, could just never do it. The only jobs I ever had that I loved was waitressing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a hustler by nature. So waitressing was like what I loved more than anything. I got to go to work. I made money every day. I'm a Gemini, so I got to express all vocals of my multiple personalities. Okay, y'all, I would show up with different contact lenses in my eyes, a different girl every time I showed up. What's up? You never got the same waitress twice with me. I don't know. That's just who I am. And then, later on in life, I realized that I was an artist and that, I'm meant to have my time to me. You feel what I'm saying? It was just meant for me to be able to create space to fill in my time as opposed to doing a mundane thing and getting up doing the same thing over and over again. It just wasn't me. You know what I mean? And I felt like it wasn't me. It never felt right. Like, I hated going to work, period. And even wait serving, like getting up and the process of getting there and getting to work was the hardest thing in the world. The hardest thing in the world. You feel what I'm saying? And so at my age now, like, I'm on Social Security. You'll hear people say how, maybe you should get a part-time job, because I do. I live off one check a month, and it's like, no, I can't do it. Not at this age. First of all, I live with rheumatoid arthritis. I'm not standing up for hours. On paper, you know what I mean? I don't have the credentials on paper to be getting a higher paying job. I'm not going back to school. So for me, I don't want to be limited on an income. You know what I mean? I don't. I don't want to be limited on an income. Time is so precious to me. Like, it's so precious to me. And I see myself working at somebody else's job, thinking of 1,000,001 things I could be doing at home to build my shit. You feel what I'm saying? To, like, really build what I know my purpose is to be on this earth. You know what I mean? I want a life of freedom. You feel me? I want to be able to get up and travel and go anywhere. Like, yo, when you girls start getting this, money, we gonna be doing some traveling. You feel me? Like, that's why I'm like, I gotta get my other business. I got to get my human design business up and going. I got to. Today I'm gonna sit down at the computer and work on and see what's up with this website and try to put this website together, because that's what I'm struggling with. But anyway, that's not what this video was about. I really do. I want us to like really think about how we can align to our purpose. Because even in your 9 to 5, no matter what you're doing, like, your purpose is wrapped up in it. Do you know what your purpose is? Like, I heard somebody say to me recently that they don't know their purpose. And it's like, you got to dig down deep inside of you. What is that thing you would do no matter what job you have? You feel what I'm saying? Like, I've always been given advice. I've always had the gift of guiding people. The problem with people like me is we know how to guide others and we don't know how to guide ourselves. And so we have to do a lot of inner work to be able to align and guide ourselves to a space where we can see ourselves almost as clear as we can see other people, and that's not an easy thing to do, but I would rather know I'm working on seeing me clearly so that I can be aligned to my purpose, so I can truly help the people I'm supposed to help, because I'm aligned to where I'm supposed to be, so I don't know. I hope this video helps you if you are wondering, am I living in my purpose? Like, am I aligned up to where I'm supposed to be? And if you think you're not, then you just ask that. You feel what I'm saying? Like if you believe in a higher power, if you believe in God, if you literally just start asking. You feel what I'm saying? Whether you call it universe, whatever you call it, just ask to show up. See me, I call up to God. I call out to my ancestors. Heck, I talk to the universe. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like everything is moving and flowing, and so when you start asking and you believe in that, you know what? I want to start seeing a transition. I want to line up to my purpose. You just start asking, like, start removing things out of my life that's not going to align me to my purpose. I want to be aligned to my purpose. I want to know who I am and how I'm walking on this life, you know? And before you know it, things will start being revealed. Things will start seeing it. Whether you know it or not, I believe that most people like innately like woke up to their purpose, but then when they realize that this thing can change their life, they initially, especially my people, I feel like my people, oh my God, like, one thing about white folks, they ain't scared to go and fail and fuck up and keep doing it over and over again. And I think that we're so afraid of failure that we'll rather run away from our purpose than to live up to it. You know what I mean? And failure is just it's a vivid of your imagination. Honestly, failure is lessons. You want to fail. You need to go fail. You need to go fail as much as possible because in that failure lies your true purpose. You know what I mean? So just think about it. Just think about it. I am going to do a video. I'm gonna save some rants until Wednesday, but I do have a DoorDash video that I'm going to drop later on because your girl is on fire. They saying she crashing out. I'm saying she on fire. You feel what I'm saying? And so yeah, we gonna talk about it. I'm gonna record that in a little bit, and we is gonna talk about our girl being on fire because I do believe that a lot of my butterflies is also DD fans. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that because see, I want true ride or die supporters. I want supporters that's not, fair weather supporters. I don't want anybody to be a part of the butterfly squad and the first thing somebody say anything negative about me or even multitudes of people. If I keep showing up consistently and you seeing exactly who I am, you understand what I'm saying? Then those are the people who I want ride with me because you see who I am, and no matter what anybody else come through and say has to say, they out. You know what I mean? So I definitely appreciate all of my brand new butterfly squads, who's more than likely also DD squad, and I'm with it. I'm absolutely with it. All right, guys. So listen, I am so grateful. I am so very grateful. I love you all so very much. I truly do pray that, I'm sorry, I thought I saw somebody. I truly do pray that if you're not, don't feel like you're aligned to where you're supposed to be, that this is be the video to help you start thinking about it. How am I going to start aligning up to my purpose? All right, guys, so we about to be out of here. I love you so much. Always remember, nothing in life is happening to you, but everything, and I do mean everything, is happening for you and is happening for your greatness. Okay, guys, so you have a great day. Bye-bye. Yo, how can I forget? Yo, butterflies, squad up.